from Peg.
Well, I first want to thank you, Michael, for a very clear, I appreciated the way you went slowly and you did a very clear presentation that was helpful to me, and I've also appreciated the comments. This has been good. You've raised a lot more issues in the last couple of minutes here that we could go on for the rest of the evening, I think, with some of the issues that have all of a sudden come up. What I wanted to refer to our military aid. You know, what can we do is the question. And I think you're absolutely right. Our whole foreign policy needs to be changed in order to accomplish anything. But it's one of the comments that I read just recently that seems to be very apropos is that the peace movement here in the United States is not a serious peace movement. And
absolutely,
it's really heartbreaking to watch what we're not doing. So one of the things we're doing is giving multiple massive aid to Israel. And maybe we're not prepared to totally, you know, cut it out, but we certainly need to cut it way, way down. Our military budget is huge and getting bigger every year and bankrupting us along with all our financial management mess. So that's part of what needs to happen. And part of, I mean, someone mentioned that CALC hadn't spoken out. I don't want to throw a finger at one of the few organizations that really exists in town that's really being active. We aren't speaking out. We, the peace movement. That was the criminal thing that happened in Gaza, and it is a human rights, you know, it's against all human rights of the world that we can possibly express, and it should go to criminal courts. And to say that we need to, we're in bed with, Israel and the United States are in bed together. You know, Israel and the United States, we have our reasons, and some of them are good reasons and some of them are bad reasons. But there are the fears that there is the Holocaust, there is a country that lives right on the Mediterranean Sea that does feel vulnerable. The people feel vulnerable. You know, there are reasons for all this, but we need to speak out for compassionate, just policies, and we need to speak out when the policies are destroying children and the whole Gaza Strip, or Lebanon a couple of years ago. It's just, we shouldn't be silent about that, but we should recognize that it's partly it's our responsibility. So we are looking at ourselves at the same time as we're saying, Israel, you're doing this. We're doing it too.
Especially.
And it's partly because we have a right-wing government in Israel, and we've been supporting that ever since it was founded. And so we need to be working as a peace movement to help the peace and the more leftist or more compassionate or whatever we want to talk, the people in Israel who would support human rights for the Palestinians and for the Israeli people.
Thank you. Until